There was a small town where lived a very simple couple. The housewife was an extremely kind and generous lady. The man used to work for a small company, and with their meager means they used to manage very gracefully. They had one son who used to study in the big city because they wanted their son to grow up to be a corporate professional and lead a happy life. Now this lady, who was an extremely generous woman, used to donate a lot, and basically since they couldn't donate much in terms of money, she would do that in kind. Every morning, one priest who used to run a charitable food center somewhere at the suburbs used to come to their house, and this lady would make a huge pot full of porridge and donate it to him. This ritual had been going on for years and years. Every morning at the same time, the priest would come to their house, give a gentle call, and this lady would be ready with a huge pot of porridge and hand it over to him with a lovely smile. And he would bless her. Stay blessed, stay happy. This same thing went on for years, but then one fine day, an unfortunate thing happened. The husband lost the job, and because of that, suddenly financial issues became very serious for this family. But even then, the lady tried as much as possible to continue her practice, and every day at the same time when the priest would come, she would offer her the pot of porridge. But then, slowly it was proving very tough and her frustrations were increasing. So she decided, becoming slightly cynical, and thought, why do I have to give this charity with a smile? Always I have to put an end to it. So that particular day, early in the morning, out of her negative frustration, she made the porridge, but at last minute, instead of putting salt in it, she decided to put some chemicals. She thought a few of the people who will eat it would end up having some health issues, some food poisoning, and automatically the priest won't come to her again. That morning, same time the priest came again, and she handed her the porridge pot. The priest took it, accepted it, and left. And the moment the lady reached inside her house, she saw there were a few missed calls on her mobile. It was her son. And since the son had not been able to reach out to her mother, he had just sent her a message. I am on my way back from the city, and since I couldn't get proper food, I'm dying with hunger. So I think at the suburbs, there is that priest charitable center. So I know you provide food over there, so I'm going to make sure that I have my breakfast over there. The lady was shocked. She was just stoned and in tears. So at the top of her voice, she shouted. She tried to reach out to her son, but the phone was not reachable. She was now repenting, regretting that what blunder had she done. It was her son right now, but it could have been anybody's child. Why did she do this? In her great remorse, she started running toward the priest Baba's place, but then it was so far. By the time she reached there, panting, crying, and really repenting at her great foul play, she saw her son sitting over there, eating the porridge and having a very friendly, healthy chat with the priest. She was shocked, stoned, and looked there and was in a state of disbelief. And then the Baba gently called her and told her that here's your son and here's the porridge which you had given me yesterday. And the lady was suddenly delightfully shocked and surprised, and she started crying and broke down and apologized to the priest, saying that, sir, I have to humbly apologize because what I gave to you today was something which was incorrectly cooked by me. What have you done with it? And he said, I have just thrown it away because I felt it was of no use. And the lady, who was now having a situation of great relief that her son had eaten the healthy porridge of yesterday and not the poisoned one, was now in a deeply choked voice at the feet of the priest and asking him, that priest, why did you do this? How come you threw what I gave this morning? And he replied to her, which is my message to all of you, my brethren. He said, the first golden rule of being a true human being is to give a lot of donation, to give a lot of charity. But then the second bigger rule of human life is that charity would count to nothing, would not give you the blessings, would not give you the Lord's divine soulful pleasure if it's not done with smile. So what I saw today was your sour face, you were in a very sour mood. I realized that what you are giving to me is out of some compulsion. So I decided to just dispose it because I didn't want that certain ill feelings of somebody should come to you. Yes, my friends, in these periods of this 21-day lockdown, it is impending upon all of us. It's our obligation to give in our own way to society. We are all blessed in different ways. Please give a lot in donation, charity, help the needy. But remember the rule too. Your great act of charity and helping others would count for nothing if it's not done with a real spirit of service, with a great smile and great sense of happiness. So learn from that mother who, thanks to the priest, could feed her son safely and get the true blessings of charity with smile. May the blessing of Lord Almighty ever be